You're like the Nightstalker.
Why can't I
You just
go
do all these bad
to
things.
a school? Maybe it's because I had sex with a child.
Hey.
And the reason is I'm a pedophile.
The reason is YouTube.
And the reason is I'm gay.
Hey everybody. Yelling Grandma, episode 1,000,000. Grandma! It's a show where I say Grandma, and Corey tells me I'm stupid.
You're stupid. I was once fucked by my Uncle Henry.
Gotta watch out for Henry. You got any Uncle Henrys? Got a big show today talking about a bunch of crap.
Crap in my ass.
A white country guy said a bad word, and we're not gonna say it, so...
You want us to. Maybe
But we're not.
If you donate enough money to us, we'll say whatever you want.
That's right. And,
I'll kill my parents.
You know, got a bunch of stuff going on here. Adam Sandler's got a movie. We're going to talk about that thing. And then Ozark, Curb. I've been watching a bunch of that.
Season 6 is out.
Season 16.
I don't know. I don't watch that show. I don't watch white people shows.
I don't think that show is going to get too far. I think they're going to try to do the Breaking Bad type thing where they're like,
let's kill it.
Cut it at 5, maybe 6, and just be like, we're one of the best shows.
We're one of the best shows on
all time, baby.
The best shows in Hollywood.
Yep. Got some Cody Garbrandt news.
Cody Garbrandt, he fought a guy and then he beat
Tom Brady
him.
threw a football into a lake.
Into
another guy's ass.
And then they all had sex.
Not the first time he put a ball in a guy.
Not the first time he stuck something in a guy's ass.
Not the first time he slam dunked. Look up slam dunk in Urban Dictionary. It's not what you think. It's not a dunk. It's not an NBA dunk. There's a guy named Chim Robley.
Yeah,
he wrote
he's an innovator.
He's got some really good stuff in there. Really good definitions. Slam dunk is when you're doing the old
cock-a-doodle-doo.
It's where you're getting it down and then you put your balls in there. Slam dunk a Rooney.
Slam dunk both balls in her ass. She'll go like this. You just dunked me. You just NBA jammed me.
You just posterized me in bed?
Hey, did you just posterize my hole? And then you come on her mouth. Shut up, bitch.
YouTube's gonna take it down now, probably.
YouTube sucks.
I think they have
Yeah, but we're nobodies.
Yeah, you're right. But Josh Potter on another podcast talked about how there's like the first 10 minutes or something.
Oh, yeah.
If you have certain things.
Over your mom's house, I'd always be like, don't say that in the first 10 minutes. Because they'll be like, oh, demonetized, but we don't have money. So.
Yeah, we don't have money, so it's fine.
So
hey, so stick with us. We don't got any money.
We're not getting monetized. So
we'll say crazy stuff right away.
We can say right off the bat.
Well, right off the bat, we'll say what Morgan Wallen was saying.
Right off the bat, we'll just yell this. Fuck a kid.
Hey, see a kid in the street?
I don't know why. I feel like
all over this podcast says comedy, right? So we should never have to go, oh, we were kidding. If someone watches something like that and then is like, the guy who said fuck a kid, or
am I kidding?
But oh, you can't just slap that on there and then everything's fine. Well, we're not putting up footage of us fucking kids. We're doing
that's exactly what we're
in
doing.
The alley. We're not putting up the footage.
I feel like that's exactly what is allowed to be done. You can't say it's comedy and it's fine to say. Well, I mean, maybe not, but you don't have to listen. Isn't that the point?
Yeah, that's the main thing is that, I don't know, there's plenty of comedian stuff, podcasts and stuff I check out, and I just go, I'm
distracted.
Yeah, there's a cat humping a pillow, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel like pedophilia though. That's you can joke about. That's the bad thing you can joke about, where most people don't get mad because most people are like, I mean, because you joke about rape and then a lot of women are like, no, which okay, fine. And then you can't, race is bad. People get, but kids, they don't really have a voice. So when you joke about pedophilia, kids are the kids aren't watching your comedy stuff. So hey man, I'm afraid of my uncle. Yeah. You just say whatever you want about fucking a kid. Most people are like, Dad, I mean, that's bad, but I don't know anybody who's fucked my kid, so I fuck my own kid. That's why I don't care.
Yeah.
Is he coming?
He might. How far did you get into Nightstalker?
I watched all of it. I didn't watch the last 6 minutes.
How many episodes did they at?
Only 4.
Okay, I think I'm 2.5.
Yeah.
I stopped halfway into the 3rd episode, I think, because it was getting late, and the lady is like, can we watch something more fun before we go to bed?
It's rough.
It was
I watched the first. And then half of the second the first time I watched it, and it was late, and I was home alone. And when I turned it off, I went, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little freaked out right now.
Yeah,
Someone's just gonna fucking come through my window and shoot me in the face.
I didn't think they talk about some stuff so early that I'm like, oh, they got this guy. And then they're like, then day 99, another thing. Yeah. Day 107, another thing. Day 112, another thing. And then it kind of seems like, so I'm not there yet, but it seems like they're connecting to we thought, we were shocked when we're we connect this guy to 4 different deaths. Yeah. But then at some point they're like, oh my God, we can connect it to 16. And then you keep going and you're like, they might connect this guy to 150 different things.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It keeps just growing or whatever.
I mean, you don't even know. That's all I was thinking when I was watching. I was like, there's probably even more.
Could even be more that we just don't know about. Just some random people who don't have much of a family. Yeah. Think about how many people. There's people on my block that I only ever see them going in and out of their house. No one ever pulls up to their block.
There's literally a cat fucking a pillow behind the camera. Did he last long?
He's in it for the pillows.
Is he staring at Diesel too while he gets
No, he just zones out.
I don't know.
Dude, he's done that behind me. I'm sitting there, and I use there's a pillow behind my back, as I'm on the couch. Yeah, but I wasn't leaning back. I'm leaning forward, and there's a cat behind me just vibrating.
Nice, dude.
You can't focus on it, you gotta push through.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt him. I wouldn't want anyone to interrupt me. But also, I don't do that in front of people.
But also, I don't go, hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to be over this couch jerking off.
I'm going to start humping this pillow. You
don't even say anything. You start jerking off, and your dad's like, what the hell?
And then
here he comes.
Hey, get up here, boy. Get up here, D's train. D's. Get up here, weirdo.
Get up here.
So that
I did nudge him.
I actually don't even know if it's pronounced Morgan Wallen or Wallen or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so before his word saying, before that was known or passed around on interwebs or whatever the fuck, I just heard about that guy. He started blowing up through, I think, SoundCloud and Spotify and stuff. I saw people talking about the guy, and I'm like, I don't even listen to country. I like Trampled by Turtles, but that's that bluegrass shit or whatever the fuck. But
I was trampled by turtles.
I was going down the street and I heard turtles and they killed me and I'm dead now. Dude, Trampled by Turtles though, when you're listening to them, it sounds like they have a lot of fast beats, but they don't have a drummer. But so a lot of times I listen to it and I'm like, oh, if they did, the drums would be like this.
They're like, if they did, sign me up.
But that's what makes it bluegrass. You just add a drummer in there and they're like a pretty cool metal, kind of like a new metal, not new metal, but like a newer kind of singing metal. No, but to the Morgan Wallen dude, just because I kept hearing his name before the allegations. Well, they're not allegations; it's on tape. But before that happened,
yeah, it happened.
It happened. But before that happened,
I allegedly said it. We have it right here.
I'll check this guy out. I keep hearing about him, and then I don't like so much country. I can't get with it. You turn it on, it's like, man, my girl, she left me. I'm like, I can't do it.
I'm gonna become one.
It's the same song again. It feels like it's always like. And I guess you could do that about any genre. It'd be like, man, hip hop is just like, I got money and a bitch. And then you get.
Yeah, but that's cooler.
It is cooler than, oh, she left me. And
yeah, you're
man,
You're a sad little fuck with a stupid truck.
Bass fishing.
This guy's beating women and
Blue
has a bunch of money.
Yeah.
What's cooler?
Yeah. First off, alpha male. He's beating the shit out of her.
First of all, he's an alpha.
Secondly,
He has money.
This guy can buy boats.
Yeah, this guy can buy whatever he wants.
You're sitting there fishing. You're a country guy and you're fishing. This hip hop guy buys fish, dude.
Yeah, he buys fish. You go on a farm with your stupid ripped jeans and a truck.
Yeah, you're
freezing.
Get
dirty.
You're freezing out there. This guy's all warmed up in a 72-degree mansion, beating women and taking names, dude.
Yeah.
Why do I have this on? I'm sorry.
What did this guy say? The N-word?
Yeah, but so he was like pretty drunk. He
He
was pretty drunk. I think he was only with his white friends. So I like
That's good.
quick. That makes it all right with me.
That makes it okay because there weren't any black people around. So
who's he really harming?
So he ain't harming. He ain't hurting nobody.
When stuff like that happens, and then someone passes it around. The person who first distributed it, isn't that person essentially saying it through another person?
I mean, you're kind of a piece of shit, I feel like.
Because this guy is just like with one friend just messing around. Look how this guy stands. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Got the TV on like an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta turn this TV off.
We're watching TV, everybody.
Oh, knocked out. Left. Crack. Saw it earlier. Alright, so, sorry about that, everybody. Hey,
I can't look away.
So I think he was saying it to his white buddy, and then, so, what I just said, I kept hearing about his name, and that's why I checked out his music. So, his sales on everything.
Man, this guy must be great.
The sales on everything were going up,
Yeah.
and now a bunch of people who want to do the whole, like, get really mad at all white people stuff, and, like, especially if he says the N-word and all this stuff, not just be like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. That's bad. Not just that. Just going like, his sales went up because he said the N-word, and I'm not totally sure that's 100% correlated.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some people who do that, but
something new.
Yeah, he over the past year he has a new thing.
Yeah.
And so that's his thing. And then, like I just said, I kept hearing his name before this video or audio surfaced. So, someone like me who doesn't listen to country music, check the guy out. I think it's safe to say way more people than just me who don't listen to country music check the guy out. On top of people listening to country music, check it out. Everyone check the music out. I don't think it's correlated to like, what? A country guy? So what? Then just another white guy can just say, oh, here's my footage of me saying that. And then
I said it too.
And then his sales
everyone's
go
like,
oh,
it
doesn't even make
stuff.
sense. People don't even think about it. And I've heard it on several things. People just go, oh, the sales went up. You said the N-word, and then the sales went up. Everyone's racist. Every country listener is racist.
I'm sure, like, I'm sure
He had that new album,
there's a bunch of people that are like, oh, I don't really care.
Yeah, that was, well, yeah. But I just kind of got annoyed that I'm like, I hate that they're pushing that narrative. I'm like, you could look before, whenever that video happened, if you look at like a graph, the video was just in the middle of like it was already going up.
Yeah.
It was already
trending. But people want it to go like this. Said it.
He said it. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
That's the day he died. That's what people want.
When did he say it?
Huh?
When did he say it? Why?
I don't know.
What was the context? Did you hear it? I don't know anything about this.
I heard like a short clip.
I just hope he said it.
They didn't.
I was like, did he say it in a song? I don't.
No. Oh my god. Hey,
I was driving down the street and that's where it happened. I saw a boop in the store.
Notified the police and I told everyone in the street.
I immediately called the police and said he was up to no good. Come to find out, he was just getting gas.
Come to find out, it was Randy Moss. Man, I loved watching him.
When I found out it was rich black person, I said,
oh yeah. Oh, you're a good one.
You're the good black guy. And then I saw another one, and I'm still gonna call the cops because that's what I do.
And it was Culpepper. I was like, oh man, you used to play with Randy Moss.
Hey, you played with Randy Moss, and then you went to the Detroit Lions, and you were bad.
Was that 1 year or 2 years?
I think it was like 1 or 2
Dude,
years.
I think for a slight moment, I was like a young idiot kid, but for a slight moment I was like, oh, this might be good.
Yeah.
And he already like quickly got washed up, didn't he? He's pretty good with. He had like a flashes.
I mean, he
Like,
was
pretty damn good with the Vikings.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just people.
Yeah,
like,
we got him on
out.
the decline.
Yeah, a lot of players get figured out, I guess.
So wait. Did you hear it?
They played like a short clip on some podcast I listened to.
And they beeped it.
Well, they didn't play that part.
Oh, and they're like,
they play it. He's
those
drunk.
motherfucking.
He's drunk.
And that's where we cut it off.
He's like in a backyard with a bunch of white friends.
Yeah.
And I think he might have just. I mean, it doesn't make it okay. But
I just don't know what was the context. Was he like, man, they're everywhere? Or
he was like
he just
telling
like,
a white friend to like do a different thing. Hey, Corey, why don't you man, stop fucking with that. Get over here. It was just something like that.
So he's a moron.
Yeah, but he just said it.
Yeah, said it like
in like a friend's backyard or whatever.
Yeah.
A bunch of white dudes around. But
Chris.
There was some.
No.
I think there was like someone around video recorded him.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
And then they clearly released it to somebody or passed it along to enough people that he's cleaning up.
He's like, I just blew my load and I gotta lick it all up. Oh, that's disgusting. You're a fucking freak. Wish I could do that.
I know, right?
Wish I could hump a pillow and
look
then
how far
lick
back his legs are.
Yeah. Wish I could
You
hump
just have
a
your
pillow
legs
for
like that.
5 minutes and then lick my load off my cock. Yeah, I don't know. That just kind of sucks, like, cause like, I think it's funny where like, dude, that's my line. It's funny that, cause like he obviously said this thing that you shouldn't say, and then he was recorded, but he said it in like where he was just around his boys.
Yep.
And then whoever records it, like, oh, I'm putting it out for everybody, so this guy gets fucking demonized and in trouble. And it's like, once you find out he said it, then it's hard to be like, well, I mean, he did say it. And it's like, how many people do you go, this guy's the most amazing guy in the world, and in his secret life, he's just at home going, boop, boop, hey, mother, boop. Like, he just says it all the time, but you have no, like somebody who's like, oh, I don't like, you shouldn't say that word, but then they go, this hockey player is my favorite hockey player ever. And then, but like, little do you know, they're like the most racist human being. They just keep it under wraps. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
So then, like, but then once you find out, then like automatically, okay, well now you hate them. So it's kind of just sucks that like someone's like, oh, like you kind of just, this guy was drunk. Like, it doesn't make it right, but it just sucks that like he said it, whether he was made him.
Sucks that there's clearly no like menacing.
He said it, and maybe he was like, probably shouldn't have said it or whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe he was like that. I mean, he could be a racist piece of shit. I don't know. Still kind of sucks that some guy's like,
racist.
Your cat?
Yeah,
he might
don't,
be.
Don't some people say that about like their dogs? Wasn't that? That's like an episode on like several TV shows, I think.
Yeah, someone told me that like they can't like distinguish, like dogs can't like see like the facial features as good on black people.
Okay.
So that's why they like freak. They like, I don't know. That's what someone told me.
Too.
Yeah, and I was like, that's why I'm like, can't tell.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, we're not racist. We have to just say that. And then people are like, well, we've already talked about this, so now you're going to prison. Do you want us to go back to bashing women? I think black people like that. Let's bash white women. Black people are like, yeah. Do it. Fuck them. I don't know, man. I don't know anything about anything. Man, your cat's cleaning up after he just had a nice fuck on the pillow. I'll throw that pillow away.
Oh, he's done that so much.
Just cream pieing the pillow.
No, because there's never anything on unless that one time.
So he's shooting blanks. He's just.
I don't.
It's just
know.
dust loads.
I think as soon as he's about to go, he does a front flip and then he's like,
he likes to facial himself.
He bursts in his own face. Hey, what? This is fun.
He's like, I'm about to. Rolls over.
Yeah. Your wife comes home and you fell asleep on the couch with your cock in your mouth.
Yeah, you just cum is all over your body. You're like, I like to cum all over myself.
You're doing the thing that everyone rumored and fake the fucking everyone in middle school When we were in middle school, everyone's like, "Dad, Marilyn Manson got rid of his ribs so he can suck his own dick."
Yeah, what?
And then everyone talked about it. That
Yeah,
was
then-
so. That
Then you
was
find
such
out,
a.
that wasn't even real.
That was such a big rumor that I've heard on several other podcasts. People around our age bring that up.
Yeah.
Like that was all over the world.
And now he's in trouble for
Through. Oh, is he for something? Dumb
yeah,
shit?
for fucking
He said N-word too.
like sexually
Everyone-
assaulting a bunch of women.
Oh yeah, I saw like a little thing. There's too many things. Scroll through and I go, I can't read all of this.
That's like it's real. Like we need to get all these people out right now. Why did we wait?
What?
Like all these sexual predator guys that like one gets in trouble and then a year later the next one gets in trouble. But it's not like oh he did all this stuff within the year. It's just dude, there's probably so many other famous guys out there going.
Oh, like yeah. They're
I'm
going.
fucked.
Oh fuck! They're
Yeah.
making calls. I'll give you.
Yeah, I'll give you
$1,000
fucking
a month.
$50,000.
Yeah.
That's probably what's happening. They're like, hey, I know I fucking raped
For
you.
sure. There's more.
I'll give you $100,000.
Yeah.
But, like it's just like after a while, does a woman go, no, not anymore. I'm gonna
No.
come out and say, and then you don't know who's lying. You don't know who's telling the truth. Like, and then you got like one person telling the truth, but then like
It's
50
like gay
more.
guys. Everyone's coming out
Yeah,
now.
everyone's coming out now.
It's all
'cause
these women who are getting stuck. They need to.
getting fucked.
Everyone needs a.
Everyone needs a
shut at age.
dude.
Hey, do you think? I think it's fun to say. I was watching soccer the other day. I think it's pretty fun to say.
I was watching soccer the other day and found out I'm gay.
Found out that sport sucks.
Found out, oh, this sport isn't cool.
That sport's
Oh,
boring.
you got nicked on the leg, and now you did 30 rolls down the field
Oh.
going like this.
We
Ah!
finished the game with 3 shots, and the other team had 1, and there was 1 goal.
Yeah.
Man,
And
exciting.
And you got hurt 40 times, but miraculously, you're in perfect health.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, you're gonna play next game? I thought you died.
Yeah. I thought you did 30 front flips and died.
Dead.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Arry Kane, he had a lot of good attempts, but every time they'd show him and he'd get the ball, I'd go, Arry Kane, isn't it?
And Arry Kane shot.
That's Arry Kane, isn't it?
Took a one shot there.
Do you think people at home, they just watch football all year round,
the football.
and then people coming in and out of their house, walking by their living room, they're like, "Hey, Arry Kane's got it!
Arry Kane.
Arry Kane!" I'm sorry, that's probably so annoying to people.
Do you think Harry Kane's like, hey everybody, and like,
Arry Kane! It's Arry!
do you think his mom's like, Arry Kane,
Do you think-
there, clean your room?
Is the H silent over there in the British language?
Hey, British people, do you know what an H is?
It's Harry.
Arry Kane.
Say Harry.
Arry Potter.
Harry!
Harry.
Harry Potter's a right
Harry, your
cunt.
penis is very big, Harry.
Harry, you ain't got no eye around it.
Harry, did Severus Snape rape you? Do you think that's why Severus Snape treated him so badly? Because behind closed doors, he was like, Mr. Potter, suck on my penis.
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter, here's this potion. It'll make you gay.
And you will start enjoying our interactions.
It makes you gay for about 2 hours. Mr. Potter. Dumbledore's in the back.
I like this.
Dumbledore's in the back. Severus, have you made Harry gay yet? We need a threesome with the famous Arry Potter. That's how we get. And then Hermione
That's how they
comes in.
survive.
Harry,
That's why,
why are you letting them do this to you?
that's why they survive so long. They look real old and decrepit,
Yeah,
but they'll get it back if they get a little bit of that boy's juice.
yeah. Severus, give him the gay potion. Harry Potter, drink the gay potion now.
Hermione. I don't know.
But shouldn't we be fighting Voldemort? Don't worry about him, Harry. I will ask.
He's cis, and cis is the enemy.
Yeah. What if he was What if
Not, dude. If he's anything, he's one of the nothings. He's one of the
this
ones
is what,
going. I
what
don't
if
fuck anything.
what if
no
they all
gender."
hate Voldemort because he was a part of their like gay sex club, but then he wanted to transition to be a woman, and then the reason he doesn't have a nose is because the doctor cut off his nose instead of his penis on accident.
No. They
The only way we can make your a vagina is if we cut your nose off and make it a vagina. And that's why he's so angry.
They mangled his cock so bad during the transitioning that they used his nub. Damn it! They used his nose for like a clit.
Yeah. So they had to use his nose for the surgery. But that's why they hate him, because he was a part of Snape's and Dumbledore's gay sex club. But then so they're like, we need to kill him. And then Harry comes along, and they're like, Arry!
And that's why J.K. hates Voldemort.
Arry, are you sucking on my penis?
Arry?
Yeah, because
Kane?
Arry Potter and Arry Kane are both having sex because of Snape's gay potion. Everyone's drink. I put my gay potion in the punch at the goblet of fireball. We have a problem. Severus Snape is making everyone gay.
Oh my god! And then Voldemort comes in to save the day.
I'm coming!
We're almost turning into Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the problem with gum?
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld in Harry Potter. What's the deal with all this magic? If you have magic, why do you have to walk? Couldn't you just fly everywhere?
So many deaths have happened in the school. Why don't we shut the school down? Everyone's dying here.
Why is everyone dying in the school?
Why keep the school?
Why is there a 3-headed dog downstairs? Why is there a stone that can resurrect? I don't know. I forgot things about it.
Me too.
There's Harry Potter people listening going, I'm fucking pissed. How do you not know every fact?
Read the books.
How about this? No. How about this? I already did, and I forgot everything, and I'm not reading them again.
That's why words are useless to me.
Yeah, that's why words are
People
useless.
hand me books, and I go, not going to remember.
Already forgot a lot of it, you stupid
Give me
bitch.
a video. I can play it again.
Yeah.
Can't play a book again. I got to go, hold on, give me a year. It's going to take me so long.
Give me 7 years to read these books, or I can watch the movie in 3 days.
Yeah, come on,
I can watch 7 movies in 3 days.
You got shit to do. Read a book.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. I gotta eat.
Dude, I'll read a book if I had a book club.
Miss
and then when we started the Zoom club on the book call, I just hold in my fucking ham cock, dude.
Dude, ham cock. Arry Kane he scored a goal again.
All right. So I was watching that. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime, Leeds. I was watching that.
Don't care. No.
And it's okay. Tim really liked it. It's kind of interesting, but also I didn't know. I thought maybe it was going to be like 1 or 2 episodes, and then after the second one, it's like,
how many?
Let's start the next one.
40.
Like, and then I think I watched the third, and then it's like, want to watch the next one? I was like, I don't know. Is this 20 things?
How many is it? Did you look?
I don't even look. I just hit home.
Yeah. Backed
out, but
had to home it. Had to homo it.
Homo erectus.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Like people before.
Call back.
When they were.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Evolution.
Homo erections.
Homo erections.
That's when you really evolved.
I've reached my final form.
Yeah. He's really going to town.
No, so I just wanted to point out that I'm watching, and so many of these English people, I feel like I can say this because they're white and I'm white.
We're both white, so we're both pieces of shit.
Yeah, a bunch of them, man. They looked like some white people you'd see around here,
like inbred.
But they just like snapped a couple teeth out and like kept ramming their head, and then they went to the thing and they're like, "Soccer's fucking crazy!"
Yeah,
and they look.
We all go to the nearest pub and beat the shit out of each other.
Not all of them.
That was Australian.
But not all of them, but just a couple of them look. I mean, they look like they've just been hitting each other in the head since they were born.
You
like
make fun of my soccer team, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Like the
can I give you an Australian?
Green Street Hooligans.
Yeah,
that's what. And I couldn't get that out of my head. They'd show like a few of the same guys. They'd go back to them and be like, "I love Leeds. Leeds is my favorite." I'm like,
sure. Can you say anything else?
Leeds.
Leeds. Leeds.
My daddy.
I lost my job because I only care about Leeds.
I'm bad with
Documentaries
that
are
accent.
cool.
But
I'm bad with many accents.
it was pretty cool. It was cool because Leeds, they had like a huge fan base, so it did connect with me with like Detroit or like the Lions and then Cleveland Browns and like Chicago Cubs, like certain Midwest teams who have had like diehard fan bases and they can never make
and
it
then never win, and then we're like, yeah, we're pieces of shit.
And so this guy bought them and was like, "We'll do it. We'll do it.
We're gonna do it."
There's an Italian dude that bought the team.
Is
He's in there just.
I
Pizza
bought
pies.
the team there. We're gonna have a pizza party, and we're gonna win the next match.
He literally turned the team around by he's like, I think we're gonna have a pizza party on Friday, and then boom, that's all it took.
After every win,
Pizza parties on Friday.
Pizza party. So if you want to win, if you want to get the trophies, and if you want to get the
bucket of Juni,
you want the Dominoes with the pepperoni in the sausage,
pepperoni,
suck on my ass, huh?
Hey, you can't get a goal. Why don't you suck on my ass?
Hello, why is the owner telling us to suck his ass? If you want to win, if you want to win the matches, you're gonna suck on my ass.
What if it was Tony Soprano was the guy who bought Leeds to turn the team around?
Yeah, well,
he just starts killing people that killing people in the other teams that can't score goals.
Yeah, he just murders everybody. Why is our owner murdering everyone?
The British Premier League's dropping like flies. That's the only reason they advance. His teams are dying.
Yeah, we have no teams left.
So that's something, you know. What about so Adam Sandler has a new movie coming out?
Yawning, everybody. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. I think you're giving me the spirit. Adam Sandler has a new movie coming out. I don't know the name of it yet, but he's like a washed-up basketball scout. At first, I thought they said basketball player, and I was like, well, I don't know how they can make this movie. Look at Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He's a washed-up basketball scout, and he's like working over in China, and he's like trying to get back into the NBA, like scouting for the NBA. And then I was trying to think like what else are they gonna do? You know, he always has his buddies playing in his movies. Like, what do you think? Like, is Rob Schneider gonna play like a racist dog, or like he's always playing some goofy fucking thing? And like, you know, on Chuck and Larry, he's like the most racist version of like an Asian dude.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not that long ago. Like, I was trying to think of what is he gonna be? Is he gonna be like I don't know, cornrowed white dude who acts black or whatever? I could just see like there's always something goofy, like
all of his buddies.
Did you watch Hubie Halloween?
No.
Oh my god, what a ridiculous!
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I know this is going nuts. Sorry, everybody.
What a ridiculous
movie.
Yeah, so wild.
It looks crazy. It looks kind of like it might be kind of funny, but
it's funny. I think if anything,
my name's Hubie.
If you're ever gonna watch it, like,
isn't he like a retard?
Watch it with like a friend, or like you're messing around. Like I think he's an autistic dude. I think he still lives at home, and then he has this thermos. I can't believe nobody cares about this, because I feel like if that was like an indie movie, or not an indie movie, but maybe like if it just wasn't Adam Sandler, he just has a history of making these movies where he's just like such an insane character that no one even questions it. But if someone who wasn't as established as Adam Sandler was making this, hey, I got an idea, it's gonna be this autistic guy, and he's got a thermos that is basically like Batman's utility belt, and he can do all this cool shit with this fucking thermos, people would be like, this is like fucked up, and you're making fun of people who have issues and autism and all this stuff. But like Adam Sandler's like, no, we're being silly. Like we're just being silly. That's our movies. All of our movies are silly. But I feel like just because if it wasn't Adam Sandler, it'd be like one of those article things passed all around, and they'd be trying to cancel this random guy. But since it's Adam Sandler, he's like, clearly you know my theme.
I have
Little Nicky.
So much money.
Yeah, Little Nicky
plays like a water boy.
Yeah, water boy.
He basically plays
Zohan. He plays just like
people.
ridiculous characters, and you know what it is. He's being ridiculous. He's not.
Vicky Valancourt.
People want to point to like who's the end of the world.
Vicky Valancourt. Bobby, I always wanted to have sex with a mentally challenged person. Okay, Vicky Valancourt.
Is that which one's Vicky?
He's like the
water boy?
The girl, yeah,
Chick?
water boy.
Dude, I was
the girl
so
wanted to
into that
bang
chick.
him. And then his mom was like,
I think I'm into vampire women.
"No, only I fuck my son. He's not gonna play foosball,
Yeah,
and he's not gonna be with no devil woman."
and then that's just ripping on anyone from the South.
Yeah,
Every mom is just like, "Don't fuck my boy.
yeah.
That's my boy. I fuck my boy."
I only fuck my boy. Bobby, you need to leave your mama and suck on my pussy. Yeah, she was like about to show him her tits, and he was like, "I'm scared," and then she got pissed at him.
Is it weird that so I can look at a woman like her? I can look at her, a woman. She looks like a wild person, like
a cocaine.
Like I totally understand if someone's like
If they
she's not
killed her.
if someone's like she's not deserving of life, let's kill her. No, she's not. I just got off what you said, but like yeah, if someone was like she's not attractive at all, I'd be like I fully understand. And I almost agree, but I also think she's very attractive.
Yeah.
It's like weird. I'm like, I wouldn't mind like coming home and she's like, "Hey," I'd be like, "All right."
Yeah, okay.
Don't say hi like that again. But all
there's
right.
like the weird. There's people where you like look at them and you're like, if someone's like, "Oh no, she's not attractive," I would go, "Yeah, but like, oddly, she's one of the most attractive people I've ever seen."
It's goofy. I don't know. Maybe we're goofballs.
Maybe I'm a fuck foo.
Maybe we got unique brains.
I almost said the other F word.
A fuck foo.
I'm a fuck beep. Why can't I just say whatever I want and not get any repercussions?
Oh my god! And in Adam Sandler movies, he always has like several of his friends always in his films, and those guys, some of them are playing guys who are like changed almost. We got one guy who's just cross-eyed, and he's like, "Hey, water boy."
Hey.
Water boy runs the ball.
Could someone tie up my shoes?
And then people watching go, I guess he's like Southern?
Yeah, I guess he's
just
No, he just has an eye problem.
Yeah, he goes, oh, is that the eye stigmat? What is that called? Stigmata?
Stigmatism?
Yeah. That's what he's got. That's it.
Yeah, he just has one of those. And
like,
he's
all right.
like, "Hey, water boy." Big Daddy. He plays a normal guy. What are the movies where he doesn't play retards? Big Daddy. 50 First Dates.
Yeah, Drew plays the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But he takes advantage. He's like, "Oh, her memory
Yeah,
wipes."
he's
He
like,
just
"Oh."
rapes her every day.
Dude, just the dark version of 50
Yeah, like
First Dates.
one day, like one of the days
There's like a slot in the day where she's like alone, and this guy figures it out, and every day he's just like, yeah.
No, one of the days he just
Takes her.
goes, she won't remember. He just.
Oh yeah, a couple of days he's like, I know she's like always.
He said, "This is a pain in the ass. I need to get.
Look, I know
fuck
what
her."
every day is gonna be, and she's always gonna say no to anal because we replay this day all the time.
Yeah.
She's never gonna do it, so
I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm just going for it. I mean,
Dude, in
she's
that
gonna
movie, they
forget.
have like a kid, and they have to play a movie for her every day. Like, yeah, you lost your memory.
Dude,
you have a son.
they don't
we're
show
living
you
on a boat.
is like in a couple years, the whole family blows their brains out because nobody wants to do
Because it's
that
a nightmare.
anymore.
This is a nightmare.
She wakes up to all of her children and family dead.
No, they just kill her. Let's just
Oh yeah,
kill
what am I
her.
talking about?
Yeah.
I just yelled. They
Days.
just admit her to a place.
Yeah, she would be in a facility.
And that's not a real thing. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm like a moron. That could be a real thing.
And that's not real, actually.
Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
And if it is a real thing, I'm finding this person.
I'm finding it.
And
I'll
I'm
kill
fucking
them.
with them.
I'll kill them for their family.
No, I'm just gonna do weird shit to them and be like, "You won't remember this tomorrow."
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Look at my penis, and then
Every day, just flash them at a certain point. I don't know.
I'll be like, "What do you think about my
Doesn't do
cock?"
anything.
And they'll be like, "Oh, it's fucking tiny." Then you'd be like, "Well, you won't remember it tomorrow, so fuck
we're
you."
not gonna remember tomorrow. She's like, well, I know right now, and now I'm posting it.
Why do you have a phone?
on Reddit?
Why do you have a Facebook?
On Facebook, she posts every day. Isn't it February 11th, 1999?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no.
God damn it! Why am I still friends with this stupid bitch?
Couldn't you? Somebody like that? Couldn't you have a calendar? Just I don't know. I guess I'm an idiot. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. What's another movie where he doesn't play mentally disabled human?
I don't know. There's not many.
What's one where he's rich? He becomes rich.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, yeah. He has like a black foot. Don't go, and then he gets all the money. And they're like, "Don't go spend it on some fancy record player." And he's like, "All right." That one guy's like, "I like French fries and Oreos on my pizza."
I can't even remember the rest of Hubie.
Yeah, then the guy comes in because he's the owner of the Miami Dolphins, and that guy comes in and he's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"I want my damn money."
Also, isn't he the quarterback? Doesn't he say he's the quarterback?
Yeah.
He's the most non-looking quarterback.
Yeah,
I've
he's
seen
like
in
a
my
giant
life.
guy.
He looks like a linebacker.
Yeah, and then he
I guess be a fullback.
Yeah, but then he
I'm an
knocks
idiot.
him out, or yeah, doesn't he like knock him out? He's like, "Oh, you were swearing in front of the women. I can't have you doing that." I'm sorry. And then his
obviously-
dad beats his ass. No, daddy, no, because he's like, you said bad
And then
words.
his dad is the guy that's
His dad's a.
is the farmer dude. He's like,
Yeah. I don't know how to get out there.
don't go down that route.
Yeah, you wanna fuck me in the ass.
Uh,
What's another movie he's not retarded in? Adams or Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Well, he goes back to school, but he's not like a mentally challenged person.
You gotta go back to school. Dude, no one who's even been home. Like what? So we're gonna. I don't know, man. I just went through ups and downs there.
Yeah, what?
But like,
what's the problem with this plausible story?
like Billy Madison.
He goes to school for 2 weeks in each grade. I mean,
yeah.
dude, I would get to like 4th grade and be like, can't do it.
I feel like a lot of people could just take a test and be like, I clearly should start at like 9.
Yeah.
Why am I starting in the
I
beginning?
would start wherever fractions come in. I would go.
I gotta revisit this.
Can I get another week?
I need.
Dude, even like the spelling bee one.
I need to at least.
Or
get
where they have to write cursive? I would be like, don't they not teach cursive anymore?
the Z's.
I don't think they teach cursive in school anymore. Rizzuto.
They also don't teach God in school, and we need to change that.
Yeah, we need to teach about God and Christianity and only white people. What? What was that? What was that? Wait,
that's
what was that?
something we only say to each other. We don't. They'll get mad about that, so we don't put that out there. I'm doing the Lewis Black finger pointing.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
No, I said
I was talking about everyone needs to be together for God.
Yeah, and wear white shirts. Dress up for school because school's important. That's what I.
What about gay
shirts.
people? No, you can't be gay. No being gay.
It's against gay God. Gay God? I don't know.
But do you watch lesbian porn? Well, I mean, you
that's
gotta
the
watch
best
lesbian
porn. That's
porn.
the best porn.
Yeah, I mean, is that even gay? It's 2 women. That ain't gay.
That's lesbian. Lesbians.
Yeah, lesbian's okay. If you go look right here in the Bible,
Hey, women are beautiful.
The word lesbian is not in the Bible.
We should have. We should have a Back to the Future thing. I don't even know if that makes sense, but we should take like some Christian people from now who are like a Mike Pence dude who's like, no, gays are gay, and then take him and throw him back to like Roman times, and then like for some reason he has to go fight a war or whatever with people, and then while they're training or whatever, all these guys are just like, all these guys are the most masculine dudes, and then Mike Pence would just fuck them because that's what they did sometimes, and like the Roman whatever the hell, and then he comes back, from the past, and then he's changed his ideas. He's like, guys, look, I've been fucked in the ass, and I fucked asses, and I've sucked cocks,
it's pretty good.
And I think it's pretty fine, and then boom, the world's fixed because Mike Pence is.
Or we can go back in time when Mike Pence is like 15 and just gang rape him, and then we come back to the future. He's all fucked up.
That might be why he doesn't like gays. Maybe he was touched.
He really likes gays. Maybe he was touched and he was like, "This was awesome," but it's wrong.
But it's wrong. My dad says wrong. I thought of like Tom Brady just won the Super Bowl, and
Tom Brady.
Like it's kind of crazy because he like fits the demographic. He's so old, he fits the demographic of like COVID victims, and he's able to overcome adversity, and pull himself up by his bootstraps, his old ass bootstraps.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Yeah. I just sneezed, everybody. Thank you for saying bless you to anybody who said it, if you're listening still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the Cody Garbrandt thing.
Going to Cody.
So, I watched a clip. I didn't listen to the episode, the full thing, but Rogan. I've listened to a lot of Rogan.
The Roguemeister.
And he very often tries to like downplay COVID without like outright saying like it's a conspiracy. I don't think it's real. Like he admits that it's real. I mean, and then he's talking about a bunch of stuff. But
is it real though?
But so he's had people on his podcast, and he always like so. He had a comedian on in the beginning of like the pandemic, Michael whatever. He talked about going through COVID and stuff, and Rogan would be like, "Oh, okay, so you just really, like, you were really run down. You were doing a lot of touring, and you were like, you already had a cold, and then COVID came in, and that's why it was really hard for you, is because you were doing a lot of touring. You weren't sleeping very well. You weren't getting the vitamins you needed. Like, he keeps trying to like make any COVID case that's rough for anybody be like, well,
there's other reasons.
It's because you were just, you were working too hard. You weren't sleeping enough." And it's like, so Cody Garbrandt, a guy who's in impeccable shape. So this isn't the only story.
And sexy.
Yeah, this isn't the only story that Rogan's done this to. But, so Cody is talking about how he just, he had a kidney infection before he had COVID. So he had a kidney infection, and then he had some other thing.
Probably had a kidney stone.
Yeah, the infection like came back twice, and so he was having a really hard time because he's trying to train for this fight. And then he didn't get tested yet, but he's so sluggish, and he just like couldn't handle it. He started getting vertigo. So then he's like, okay, I'm gonna stop training. That was like he said that was like his first COVID symptom was vertigo.
For anyone who doesn't know, vertigo is when you just start floating.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
You just start vertically going.
Vertically going.
And so he said he just started riding the bike a lot because he wanted to stay in shape and stuff. So he's riding the bike a lot. He ended up finding out further that his doctor was telling him that's one thing that really helped his lungs was keeping his lungs moving by riding this bike. But he said he felt like he was dying like on this bike. He couldn't handle it. He's got like vertigo. He couldn't do any more training like boxing and kickboxing and stuff. He's like vertigo issues. So he kept training, and then every time he took a rapid test, he went to start training with like Mike Tyson's people, and they took a rapid test, positive. Rapid test again, they're like, we're gonna check you again, and he just kept being positive, and he was like, holy shit. He's one of those guys that, I mean, he tested for like two plus months, positive every time. So when people say like, you might still test positive, for some reason, he just had it this whole time, and he couldn't train. He felt like shit, and so he was doing like, he said for a while he was sending in videos to like his guys that he would train with, and oh yeah, your left jab looks good, your right hook looks all right, like let's do this, and he's training
virtual training,
and like at one point his doctor was like, well, I'm gonna stop testing you because he's just every time he's positive. He started feeling better, and he'd be positive. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, so when he started, after his doctor stopped testing him, he this is last year, like June or whatever the fuck. I think he had a fight canceled, and so he goes back into training, and he said it was very hard and all this shit. And then that night, his body was more sore than it's ever had been before. Even though he was doing a lot of cycling at home and a lot of training on his own, his body was more sore than it ever has been. He woke up. His bicep had like this bubble of blood like in his arm. Ooh. He's going, and that's because another symptom is blood clots. So this dude gets up. He goes in. They find out. He thought he like torn his bicep or something. Found out like a nerve just bursted, and then he had 3 different blood clots. They had like ultrasound, and so it's just funny because he's talking about all this serious COVID-related stuff because it's a very small number, but still. there are serious cases. So like Rogan, being the dude, he keeps trying to downplay all this shit. He's like, well, it's because he keeps relating to, you kept trying to, it's because you pushed through it, right? And then you kept trying to like, without flat out being a huge ass, he does it very like sneaky and subtle, but still, like the whole thing is you're listening or you're watching and you're like, dude, you can't accept that some people are having a very hard time, and
some people are more susceptible.
And it's straight up. There might be some gene stuff, I don't know, but it's not only like, oh, like he keeps pushing the thing where like, look, take vitamin D, which this stuff can help, I guess, but be healthy, take vitamin D, stay in shape, whatever. Yeah, that helps. But Cody Garbrandt was essentially that you're talking about. He's one of those fighters. He's one of these people who are eating very healthy, being very healthy. Just because he was riding a bike and working out doesn't mean that COVID should have killed him more than other people. Most people it's been cool with, but I mean, it was something that I know is bothering other people, and it kind of just bothered me that he just keeps trying to be like, oh, it's because you train too hard. Oh,
because you're eating too many Big Macs.
Yeah. Oh, did you have Popeyes at any moment? Well, I did this one day out of 74 days. That might have been it. It's the condiments.
You know what
from
I heard?
Popeyes.
That someone at work was telling me somebody they know was getting tested like for COVID, and they kept becoming positive, but they're trying to get their kid back in the daycare. And even though they like don't have, I don't know, I can't really remember, but it was something about like, oh, they're trying to get their kid back in daycare, which you have to have like a negative test, but they kept being positive, and then the doctor, even though like they didn't have symptoms or anything anymore, but the doctor was like, well, I'm gonna stop testing you because apparently every time you test, even if it's the same person, every time you test somebody and it comes back positive, and it gets put in as just another positive case. Positive? That's just like, oh, we have another positive case. But it's like, you just tested me 7 times. Yeah. No, there's 7
That's
positive.
What was happening with Cody, dude. It was over 2 months.
Like I'm like, but then that made me think, I'm like, so is that how all these numbers are being added together?
And that's what makes a bunch of people upset about certain things, because they're like, I don't know. This could be doubled.
Yeah. So I'm just like, what are the actual stats? Do we really know? Like, you just kind of like have to believe. Like, people just go, oh, well, I just saw on the news that it's this. So then I'm like, okay, well, so then you just have to choose to believe. Okay, well, they're telling me that. Like, are they? We don't know.
China will release some numbers, and then everyone goes, well, you can't trust China.
Then we release numbers.
Why can we trust everything? I mean, just like we said, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Wacky stuff.
Well, I'm vaccinated, so I'm going to go fucking suck everyone's cock.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
what did you say?
I'm going to be going into restaurants, eating out women, sucking everyone's dick, being like, I don't care if you have it, I don't care if I have it, I'm good, baby.
You're going to get AIDS before you get
well, whatever.
COVID.
I'll be able to eat in a restaurant. That's all I care about. That's all anybody cares about.
Stay in shape with my AIDS.
I'm just kidding. People are crazy. Look, I just got to go out to eat. I'm like in the middle.
Everyone in my work.
Like,
everybody.
I want to, obviously. I think everybody would like want to, but like, obviously, you should take it seriously and not be stupid. But I don't know. I think like
a lot of people are done.
There's
the whole world.
There's like a sense of like I mean, people are losing their minds.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like, yeah, but we work. All the workers. I'm like, I get it. How about this? Can't we just understand that we're all in a shit sandwich of a situation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a big shit sandwich.
Every time I look around, I become super gay.
Hey, how long do you have to wait if your significant other passes away?
Before you start fucking again?
Before you start getting in there.
Well, what if you're at the funeral and some fine ass babe walks up? I'm so sorry for your loss, and then touches you, and then you're like,
well, I guess this only took...
I guess it's time for me to get back on the horse.
This took within a week.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm already in.
I guess it depends on how sad are you. I'm assuming most people will be very sad for a while.
Yeah. and then you're not like looking.
Yeah, you're just.
I need to fuck something. But then
Sometimes
personalities are different. I know some people.
Sometimes you just rub one out and you go, I'm fine.
Yeah, dude. That's usually it. Like I've talked.
Sometimes you're like, I can't wait for my girlfriend to get home, and then you rub one out and you go, I don't care.
She could stay out for a while.
Yeah, she could stay out for a while.
You know what? Oh, I'm gonna shoot her a text. If you wanna stay.
If you don't want to come home for a couple days, that's cool. I just rubbed one out, so I'm good for a while.
Yeah, but then I talk to some people, and they're like, they do that themselves, and also like the rubbing out and going at it, and I'm like, I don't know, you got something in your body that's really active. I
don't know if I want that, or I don't know if I'm glad I don't have that.
I feel like it would just be like you'd be at work and you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
like you
crazy.
couldn't.
You couldn't
even get through a work
day.
I've
never felt
that.
I've never really felt that. Obviously,
people are like that though.
Obviously, people, you get the urge, but I've never been like enough. I'm like, I gotta go. But I've never really had a job where I was like, I'm like by myself, kind of.
At a job where may or may not have done it in a porta potty. Okay, let's
Dude, that's where it gets real sexual in the shit potties.
No, I heard
when you got tipped over in it.
Ding, ding, ding. I got tipped over in a porta potty before. Do you know anybody who's done that?
Nice.
I think I'm the only person in the world tipped over in a porta potty. I got to be the only person in the world who's been tipped over in a porta potty and stayed clean.
Yeah. And ran up the side.
You picture it. The thing went tip.
Up the side of the wall.
Tip. And then as it went, I just shortened my body, did a little squat, and I'm just there. And dude, I can't even remember if it was like on the door, if we had to roll it one more or something.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't on the door, dude.
But the porta potty was like on a hill. I hear a truck just, and I'm just like taking a piss. My eyes getting bigger. This porta potty, or this truck drives into the porta potty.
Car door.
Yeah, just like 4 doors shut, open and shut. What? Tink gunk, tink gunk, punk, and then it just boom, and then I go tick 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 up the side, and I'm just like, and pretty sure I wanted to murder everybody for like a year.
Yeah.
Like the next year of my life, I was like, I'm gonna kill somebody, and we're at this camp. I'm like a 11-year-old kid or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill somebody here. I have murderous thoughts, and this is how murderers are created.
Yeah.
I was almost one. I'm walking by all these campfires and stuff, and people are just like, ah, playing Nelly. It's getting hot in here. This is around that time, and then people got, I don't know, grilling and got s'mores and marshmallows and shit, and I'm just like, I'll just grab that. The hell is that thing? Skewer, and just fucking stabbing people. Just got tipped over in a porta potty.
Wouldn't you want to stab the people that tipped you
I don't even know
over?
who did it.
Were they gone?
It was just a truck. There's just.
So they do it and then left?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean.
Do you think they even knew if anyone was in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I have a thought that like they looked over and just saw me going to this thing, and they're like, "This is gonna be sick." Oh, everyone out, man!
That's hilarious.
They took me out. Yep, tipped over in a porta potty.
Playing with a cat on the pot.
How far are you getting in Curb? We've been going through rewatching Curb.
I've watched in a few days, but
you're in like season 3, right? Shaq episode is pretty funny. Trip Shaq.
Oh, dude, that was great. Yeah, then he was like great because everyone hated him and didn't want to be near him. So like, this is awesome.
Oh, that's like a similar idea as like the newest season where he's got the MAGA hat.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, "This is awesome," and he puts the MAGA hat on because everyone stops talking to him. People that want to have like meetings and talk about creating new shows and bullshit, he's just like, I can just put this MAGA hat on. No one wants to work with me in LA. Hollywood, no one wants to do anything. Biggie bop. We're about an hour in, man.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm playing with this cat on the pod. Cat pod.
It's all good. Thank you, everybody who's done the stuff and
If you done it,
like,
if
subscribe,
you done it,
YouTube, Spotify, my
you
ass.
gone and done did it there, buddy.
Hey,
You gone
and
and
the reason
is I'm gay. Hoobastank.
Oh, I meant to say this. My mom. This is years and years ago, dude. But she just texted me like transcript the lyrics for that song and sent them to me.
You just open your text and it's just and the reason is you that you're my son.
I just had all the reason is you.
What a dang nut job.
I'm like, hey.
Did you text her back? Nut job.
I just put love you. And what do you mean the reason is me? What reason? The reason you went to Florida?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the reason you abandoned me.
She's gonna listen to this and shoot me a text.
What?
I knew you were gonna talk about
I
it.
didn't mean to empty your bank account.
Chris, I thought you would be on American Idol. You were such a good singer when you were 7. All right.
You probably weren't. You were just
No.
a stupid kid.
I remember one time I got annoyed with her. We were listening to Linkin Park, like when that first came out. She's like driving me to her apartment or whatever. Listening to Linkin Park. I think I might have been singing along or whatever. She starts singing along, and I go, Mom, this is a guy vocalist.
Yeah, you're like, Mom.
I'm like,
hey, Mom, shut up.
I'm like 11 or whatever. I'm like, this is
Mom, I just got tipped over in a porta potty. I'm not dealing with your stupid shit.
Potty. I'm not listening to a woman sing a man's song. Linkin Park is for men. I don't know, but I do remember I don't know why I was like annoyed with her that she was. I think I just didn't want. I just want to listen to the song, and then she's like belting out over the song. I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear that. All right. Hey everybody, be nice to each other.
Tell your mom Happy Valentine's Day.
Tell your mom Happy Valentine's Day.
Today's Valentine's Day that we're recording this.
Yep, I love you everybody. My heart goes to your moms.
Whoa. My heart goes to my ass.